it's gonna be relaxed class, but not so relaxed like previous time. But it's gonna be nice and easy. And we will begin with a little bit of pranayama. So you can sit like me in Vajrasana, but you can also sit in any other position that you want. Like if this is hurting your ankles, you can feel free to sit in simple cross leg or whatever is comfortable for you. And we're gonna make a fist. Now we're gonna bring our fist over the shoulders. And as we inhale, we're gonna raise the arms over the head. So Alice, you can cover only your leg. As we inhale, we're gonna raise the arms over the head and open the fist. And as we exhale, we're gonna pull down. Oh, that's it. Inhaling, stretching, opening, and exhaling, pulling down. Inhaling and like pulling up. Deep inhale and deep exhale. And we're gonna do this forcefully. As you pull down, try to gently hit your rib cage, like without hurting yourself, just so that you help the dirty air to leave the lungs. Inhaling up and exhaling. So we're gonna do 10 times forcefully inhalations and forcefully exhalations. 1, 2, 3, inhaling, inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling forcefully. Forceful inhalation, exhalation. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Last time. Up and down. Release your palms on your knees for a moment and just close your eyes for a moment. You're gonna do 2 more sets with 10 reps with your own tempo or with me as you feel. Give yourself a moment here just to observe if there is any difference in your breath. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes and you can bring your fists over your shoulders. We're gonna do 10 rounds. You can do it with me or with your own breath. Inhaling, exhaling. Up, inhale, down, exhale. Inhaling up, forceful exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling up, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling up, exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Release your palms on your knees. Close your eyes for a moment. Just for a few moments here to compare if there is any difference in the breath. This pranayama, Bastrika, it's energizing, so usually it's suitable for the morning or during the day. Whenever you feel lacking of energy, you can do this. You can do a short break when you do your office job, for example, and then you feel super tired or when you cannot focus. So usually it's not suitable for the beginning, but we're just gonna prepare the body and then we're gonna continue with some relaxing sessions, so everything will be balanced at the end. We're gonna do one more set, 10 rounds. Make a fist, you can breathe with me or you can own temp, you can listen to your body. Forceful inhaling, exhaling, up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling, hit those lungs. Inhaling, reaching higher, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling, up, inhaling, down, exhaling, up, inhaling, down, exhaling, inhaling up, exhaling down, Inhaling up, exhaling down. Oh, very good. Almost there. One more time. Inhaling, exhaling, and just release your palms on your knees. Close your eyes just for a few moments here. Also, when the body is tired, when the mind is tired, even if we do energizing practice, even if we do energizing breathing or even energizing asana practice, this will make us fall asleep. This is how it is. So we're gonna bring balance between the active and between the passive in our body. We're gonna connect today the practice with the breath. Take a deep breath in and deep breath out. You can gently open your eyes, and from the position that you are, you can place your palms on the floor and walk a little bit forward. If you need some stretch for your ankles, you can extend first one leg and then just push the heel down and feel the stretch in your ankle. And then you can switch. This is if you need some more stretch after sitting in Vajrasana in the thunderbolt pose. Okay, and then we're gonna come into tabletop pose. And we're gonna begin with our favorite cat-cow pose. Inhaling, belly goes down, head goes up. And exhaling, rounding the spine, head goes towards the chest. Inhaling, looking up. Belly goes down, connecting the movement with the breath. Exhaling and rounding. Inhaling, looking up. After pranayama, it's easier to connect the movement with the breath. Exhaling and rounding. Inhaling, looking up. And exhaling, rounding, and push your hips on your heels, coming into child's pose. We're not gonna hold here yet. First, we're gonna do a bit dynamic. Bring your elbows on the mat and then just lean forward. Lifting your forearm and coming directly into the cow pose. Looking up, belly is down. As you exhale, rounding the spine and bring your hips back into the child's pose. Inhaling, looking up, and exhaling, sitting back. That somebody is showing you somebody had connection issues. Aruja. Very good. Just breathe with your own time. Just listen to your body, connecting the movement with your own breath. Sometimes a guidance is needed, but sometimes it's just needed to listen to your own body, so you can just flow with your own breath. Just for a few more breaths. We're gonna do this cat-cow modifications, and when you finish your last exhalation, rest your hips on your heels for a moment into child's pose. Just for a few breaths here. Just for a few moments, relaxing the back. Ruja, is everything okay with the connection? Can you hear me and see me? You can, okay. Okay, okay. So, ladies, with your next inhalation, pushing through your palms and lift yourself coming into tabletop pose. You want to extend the right leg back, tucking the toes under. Now from here, try to feel your core muscles, like that you're not arching the lower back, but you're just gently rounding, taking the tailbone in. So this is how you want to activate the deep core. And the shoulders will be strong, so don't collapse, pushing through the shoulders. Strong core, and then we're just gonna lift the right leg up, parallel with the body. You can inhale and look forward, and exhaling, rounding the spine. Head goes towards the chest, try to touch your forehead with your knee. This is cat pose B. Inhaling, extending the right leg back, or Marjariasana B. Exhaling, rounding. Inhaling, right leg goes back, you can look up. Keep your shoulders in line, keep your hips parallel with the mat. Exhaling, rounding. Inhaling, extending the right leg back. Try to keep your core in, hips are parallel, very good. And exhaling, rounding. Inhaling, right leg goes back. Keep your core in, don't arch the lower back, very good. Exhaling and rounding. Inhaling and extending the right leg back. Exhaling and rounding. Last time. Right leg goes back, inhaling and exhaling. Rounding the spine, knees try to touch the forehead. And then releasing the right leg. If this is too difficult, you can keep the knees together. So instead of hip width apart, you can keep the knees together. So when you lift one of your leg, then the other is in the center. And the left leg goes back, taking the toes under, pushing through the shoulders, taking the tailbone in and drawing the belly in to activate the deep core. Raising your left leg up. You can flex your ankle or you can point the toes. There is no wrong or right. When the ankle is flexed, then you will feel maybe a bit more active the whole left leg. Inhaling, maybe looking up or forward, and exhaling, rounding. Okay, pause B. Inhaling, left leg goes back. Exhaling, rounding. Inhaling, left leg goes back straight. Exhaling, rounding. Deep, slow inhale. And exhaling all the air, rounding. Inhaling, beautiful straight lines, strong core, strong shoulders. Exhaling and rounding. Deep breath in, stretch, super strong, very good. Exhaling all the air. Inhaling, pushing through the shoulders, hips are parallel. Exhaling and rounding. Inhaling back. Exhaling and rounding. Last time, inhaling and exhaling, rounding. Release your left knee down. So again, if you want, you can keep the knees together. So when you lift one leg, then it's easier to find balance. But you can also keep the knees hip width apart. So there is no wrong or right, just different modifications. One more time, we're gonna extend the right leg back and up. You can flex the ankle if you want and try to point your toes in. So feel this internal rotation of the right hip so that the right hip is gently rolling in. Try this with the toes. Try to point your toes in. Maybe you will feel this little bit of internal rotation of the right thigh. Pushing through the shoulders, engaging the deep core. Belly goes in. Pushing through the shoulders. Now we're going to play a little bit with the balance. Pushing through the right palm, and then we're going to lift the left arm parallel with the mat and in line with the body and with the right leg. Very good. Finding the balance here. Okay, you can stay here, or if you want, we can do this dynamic. Breathing in and looking forward, engaging over the body. Breathing out, left elbow is going to touch the right knee, rounding the spine. Inhaling, extending, and exhaling, rounding. Inhaling. So don't think if you're in a straight line or not, just think about keeping your hips parallel with the mat. Exhaling, rounding. Inhaling, stretching. Feel your core working. Exhaling, rounding. Inhaling, super stretch, super strong. Exhaling, rounding. Inhaling. And exhaling all the air. Deep breath in. Very good. Deep breath out. 2 more. Strong line, engaging your core. So we don't want to arch the lower back, engage the core. Exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling. Release the arm, release the knee. I'm going to switch the side. So spreading the finger nicely under your shoulders. Okay, if it was too much already for your palms, you can point your fingers back and bring the back side of the palms on the mat. So that we can do counter pose. You can also make a fist and close and open to the big side of the palm. So we have this counter pose. So we're stretching the opposite way. This is just so that we release the pressure for the palms. And if you need some more break here for your wrist, if you have sensitive wrist, you can go ahead and do this. Otherwise, we're going to continue with the other side. Palms are under the shoulders, spreading the fingers, and try to push through the whole palm. So all fingers are spread. Middle finger is pointing forward. Make sure that your fingers are not together. This is going to hurt your wrists. I've done this, and then I had issues with my wrists for a very long time. So you should not do like I did. Spreading the fingers under the shoulders, pushing through the shoulders. You can keep the knees hip width apart, or you can keep them together. Left leg goes back, taking the toes under. And now we're going to round the lower back, engaging the core, hips are parallel. Lifting the left leg up. And find here your strong core. The belly will go in. Hips are parallel. Flex your left ankle and point your toes in. A little bit of internal rotation of the left thigh. This we're gonna need to activate the pelvic floor. Pushing through the shoulders, and whenever you're ready, and if you're ready, if you want to, lift your right arm. Making a straight line with the body. You can stay here, or if you want, dynamic. Take a deep breath in, looking forward. Exhaling all the air, rounding the spine, elbow touch the knee. Inhaling and stretching, reaching forward. Very good. Exhaling and rounding. Keep the hips over the knees, so the spine is only moving up and down, not back and forward. Inhaling And exhaling. Inhaling, stretching, reaching forward. Exhaling and rounding the lower back. Very good. Inhaling, reaching, looking forward. Exhaling and rounding. Inhaling, reaching. Exhaling, rounding. 2 more, inhaling. And exhaling, rounding. Very good. Inhaling, extend the arm, extend the leg. Rounding and release the arm, release the knee. You're gonna lean back into child's pose. Bring the arms on the sides of your legs. And maybe you will make a fist. Counter pose for the wrist. We're gonna stay here for a few deep breaths. It's not a break for the physical body, but it's more a break for the mind. To create some space to observe and to reflect. And just breathing naturally. One more deep breath in, deep breath out, and walk your palms forward. Coming again into tabletop pose. We have a little bit play with the balance. So finding the position of your palms and your knees. Maybe knees are in the center, maybe they will be hip width apart, whatever works for you. Extend the right leg back. Engage in the deep core. And whenever you're ready, raise the right leg up. Bend the right knee. And here is okay if we round a little bit the lower back, but try to feel your navel going in. So the hips are parallel, and we want to activate the pelvic floor. The right knee is up. This one is not gonna be dynamic. We're just gonna stay here, finding the balance on the right palm. And maybe you will reach back with the left arm towards the right foot. And here, you can grab it, or you can just reach. Both is good, and both are challenging. You can just reach towards the foot, or you can hold it. If you hold it, here we have also different options. What we're gonna do is we're gonna kick. Oops. We're gonna kick inside of the palm, so the foot is kicking. Instead of pulling the foot with the arm, the foot is kicking inside of the palm. So there is a lot of options here, like there is a back bend and so on, but instead we only want to kick the foot inside of the palm. Then we're gonna feel the stretch in the front side of the right leg, the hip flexors. Very good. Wherever you are, try to engage your core, the belly goes in. Yes, very good. One more deep breath in here, deep breath out, and we're gonna release. Arm down, leg down. Gonna switch the side. If it was too much, yes, you can always make a break so the back side of the palm is on the mat, just to give yourself a break. Or if you're ready, we're gonna continue with the other side. Left leg goes back, Taking the core on the hands and lifting the left leg up and bending the left knee, keeping the hips parallel with the navel goes in. If you find your balance, reach with the right arm. Maybe you will hold the foot, maybe you will just reach. If you hold it, then the foot is gonna kick. So it's not important to pull the foot. There is back bends and different options. Here, we're only gonna focus on kicking the foot inside of the palm, and maybe then you're gonna feel the difference. So we are focusing on the hip flexors. A counter pose for all the sitting and laying all day. Stretching the hip flexors. Wherever you are, focus on drawing the navel in and pushing through the left shoulder. Almost there. Inhaling and exhaling, releasing with control. Arm down, knee down, and one more time, child's pose. Arms on the sides of the body. You can make a fist. Just to relax here for a few breaths. Without thinking for anything. Just relaxing. Sorry. Breathing in and breathing out. Begin to walk your palms forward, coming into tabletop pose. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna lift the right leg, this time on the side, abduction. So you can keep the knees in the center. It's gonna be a bit more easier, an option, or apart is a bit more difficult, whatever you want. Palms are under the shoulders nicely. As we inhale, we're gonna lift the right knee up. And here the goal is not to lift it as much as you can, just so that you feel the hips are parallel, so you're here with control and the shoulders are in line. So we don't want to allow the shoulders to go to the side. Shoulders remain here in the center. The belly goes in, the navel goes in. Inhaling and exhaling, releasing the right knee down. Very good. The spine is flat. Inhaling, right knee goes up. Keep this 90 degrees angle. Just a little bit lifting. Exhaling down. Inhaling a little bit up. Very good. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Slow, deep inhalation. Exhaling all the air down. Just 3 more. Inhaling. And exhaling. Pushing through the shoulders, keep the hips parallel. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. And hold here for 1 more moment. And exhaling, releasing down. This is like this fitness exercise as in gymnastics. Just we do it slowly and with control, and we focus a bit more on the alignment. Let's switch the side. If you need a break for your wrist, do a little bit of counter pose. Okay, there was a lot of weight, a lot of support on the palms. And this is the last one. So coming forward into tabletop pose, if you're ready. If you need some more stretch for your palms, go ahead and do it. Anytime you need a break, you can just do a child's pose. As you inhale, lift your left leg on the side. Yes, very good, beautiful, strong abduction. The core is strong, engage. The belly is in. The left leg is 90 degrees. Inhaling and exhaling. Slowly release the knee down. Very good. Inhaling with control. And exhaling. Very good. Try to bring the knee only on the side, even if it's just a little bit, even if it's just a few centimeters. But check it's 90 degrees. Are your hips in the center? Exhaling, releasing. Inhaling, lifting the knee, pushing through the shoulders, keeping the hips parallel. Exhaling and releasing. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, releasing. Inhaling, lifting. It's very good for the glutes and for the abductors. Exhaling, releasing. Two more we have. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, releasing. Inhaling, lifting. And the last one you're going to hold just for a few moments. This posture is stimulating the kidneys and in general the internal organs, the lower part of the upper body, and it's shaping the legs. Exhaling, releasing. Child's pose. You can bring the arms on the sides and make a fist, or you can also keep them in front of you and you can keep the fingertips on the mat. The palms are in cup shape. This is also strengthening the palms and the fingers. So it should also relieve the tension from the wrist. And just breathing normal and relaxing. With your next inhalation, walk your palms forward and lift yourself. Tabletop pose, but we're just gonna walk the palms forward, keep the hips in line with your knees, and drop your forehead down into puppy dog pose. A gentle back bend. So ideally the hips are in line with the knees, but those are just details. As long as it's not hurting the body, then it's good. If it's not dangerous, but just few millimeters or few centimeters will not make big difference. So it's not about being strict, just to have the correct feeling and awareness in the body. Just a gentle back bend, opening the shoulders and allowing the chest to go down. Here you can also rotate your head. You can bring the right ear on the mat only if it's comfortable for you. You can look to the left and only the head is changing the position. And then you can look to the other direction, look into the right, bring in the left ear on the mat. Just for a few moments and only if it's good for you and there is no discomfort. And bringing the forehead down. Again, we're gonna walk the palms under the shoulders. So we're not gonna hold, we're gonna protect the wrist. Inhale and lift the right arm up. And as you exhale, slide it under the left side of the body, dropping the right ear on the mat. And extend the left arm forward. And this is almost like the puppy dog pose. This time is a gentle twist. And if the left arm is forward, extending forward, then it's also gentle back bend, and then maybe you also feel it in your left shoulder. There are also different modifications here. If you want, you can bring the left arm behind your back according to where you want to have the feeling. When the left arm is behind the back, then we are rolling the left shoulder in. And when the left arm is extended forward, then you can roll the shoulder out, and then you will feel it more in your chest. Wherever you are, try to keep those hips in the center, so don't allow them to go to the left. Just remind them to stay in the center. We're gonna stay here for a few more breaths. In Hatha Yoga, we hold the postures usually a bit longer, or we connect them with the breath, and then we breathe slowly and deeply, so that the postures can have impact on the internal organs, which is the focus. So in the dynamic yoga styles, then we more focus on the muscles and on flexibility and strength. So when we hold the postures longer, as in Hatha, then we are healing the internal organs. At least this is what they say. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and begin to walk your left palm close to your head, pushing through the left palm. Right palm on the mat, tabletop pose. We're not gonna hold here. Stay for the wrist. Inhaling, left arm goes up, just opening for a moment. And exhaling, slide it under the right side of the body. If you want, you can extend the right arm forward if you feel comfortable, or if you want, you can bring the right arm behind your back. In that case, the right shoulder is rolled in. So some people need to focus more on the internal rotations. Some need to focus more on the external. Just listen to your body, and wherever you feel better stretch, you can stay there, or you can do both, each for a few breaths. Just keep the hips into the center. And feel gentle opening in your chest. Maybe you keep the right shoulder back. We're gonna stay here for a few more breaths. Breathing in and breathing out, and begin to walk your right palm back towards your head. Pushing with the right palm, coming into tabletop pose. Bring your hips back on your heels. If you need, you can go into child's pose. Otherwise, bring your hips on the sides. Extending the legs forward. And Bending the knees. The feet are hip width apart, knees are parallel. You can hold your legs to lift your chest a little bit, to focus on rolling the shoulders down. And just to find your position here, grounding through the sitting bones, and try to not round the lower back. This time we want to keep it flat, lifting the chest, engaging again the deep core. So today we are focused a bit more on the lower part of the back. Okay, very good, super strong. And whenever you're ready with inhalation, raise your arms above the head. Okay, looks easy, right? But it's not. Roll your shoulders back, down and out. Try to keep them far away from your ears as much as you can. So this is the posture that we're gonna hold. Very good. Focus on lifting your chest, keeping your elbows straight, and your palms are parallel. And the shoulders are down and the shoulder blades are down. The chest is lifting up, and you can push only your arms a little bit back from the shoulder joint. Very good. Maybe you feel a little bit of burn here. I hope you do. Lifting the chest, very good, and just breathing normally. This posture is a therapy for the lower back, strengthening the whole core. So to keep your chest a little bit forward and up, and rolling only the arms back. Very good. Almost there, just a few more moments. Relaxing here, maybe you will close your eyes. It's getting a bit more difficult. Stretching the shoulders. This is one of the best exercises for the shoulders, just arms over the head. And many people have really difficult to reach with the arms over the head. Focus on pulling the shoulders down. This is also gonna strengthen a part of the back muscles that we usually don't strengthen in the daily life, that we don't use, the abductors and the deep muscles. Shoulders are down, rolling. Very good. Almost there. Deep breath in, deep breath out, and you can release, and you can just hug your knees, and you can relax your forehead. Just for a few moments, relaxing your mind and relaxing your breath. And breathing in, breathing out, begin to lift your head up. Almost the same thing, except this time we're gonna keep the legs straight. Preparing for this posture, Dandasana. Now we're gonna push the inner feet forward. So instead of just collapsing here, keep the feet together and try to push the inner feet forward. So instead of just keeping the feet together, we're gonna push the inner feet forward. So focus on rolling the thighs in. Maybe you will feel it as you push the inner feet forward, then you will feel your inner thighs coming together. Like we squeeze the legs together basically. Like imagine there is a book between your thighs and you're holding it. Then you're gonna feel this. The chest is lifting. Roll the shoulders back down and out. You can stay here or you can raise your arms above the head, rolling the shoulders back down and out. Try to keep them really as much far away as you can from your neck and from your ears. This is very beneficial for your shoulders. And if you want to make it more difficult, you can lift your heels up. Maybe you can feel this, lifting the heels up. It's actually easier. Heels up, pushing the chest a little bit more forward. And the arms back, that's it. Perfect. Very good job, ladies. Perfect angle. Just breathe in here normally. Focus on your even breath. One more deep breath in and deep breath out. Directly forward and reach with your arms towards your feet. We can hold the outer feet. So there are also different options. You can hold to your big toes. You can hold your feet on top. There is no wrong or right. If you wonder, okay, what is now the correct? You can choose. We can hold to the outer feet or anywhere that is comfortable for you. And first we're going to focus on lifting the chest up and pushing the belly down. Inhaling and lifting the chest up. Exhaling and pushing the belly down. Energetical action, almost nothing is happening. Inhaling, lifting the chest. Exhaling, belly goes down. You can bend the knees and feel your lower back. And this is our target today. Lower back, pelvic floor, kidneys. Breathing in and lifting your chest up. Shoulders are down. Exhaling and belly goes down. One more time. Inhaling and exhaling. You can just round the spine and just allow the head to be heavy, and you can also relax your feet. You can keep your knees bent if you like. Just relaxing here. Just relax and breathing in. It's a well-deserved relax. Keep the eyes closed. And just allow your whole body to be relaxed and heavy. Take a deep breath in and deep breath out, and you can release your feet and slowly lift yourself up into sitting position. We're going to lay down vertebra by vertebra, just with control, rolling one by one, vertebra by vertebra, slowly engage in the deep core, massaging the spine, and just laying all the way down. So, before finishing with Shavasana, we have a bit more work on the core. We're gonna lift the legs over the head, and this because you wanted to live early now is 18:53. So if you want, you can do directly Shavasana so that you have time to equalize the energy. Or if you think you have time, go ahead for Viparita Karani. Legs are together, toes are pointing up, palms are pushing them up. We're gonna stay here for quite some time. You can close your eyes and you can focus on pushing the mat with your palms, lifting your feet up, pushing your knees back. So keeping the legs super straight as you can, and focus on pushing your lower back down. Focusing on flat lower back. In that position, when we push the lower back down, then we engage the abdominal wall. And this is very important to have strong lower back, to have the strong abdominal wall. It's something that is sometimes underestimated. When people have issues with the lower back and then somebody tells them they need to strengthen the muscles on your lower back, which is one of the biggest myths. We want to strengthen the whole core and especially the abdominal wall and the most important, the pelvic floor. It's a strong pace for the spine, and then we're going to have healthy spine. Just close your eyes here and stay for a few breaths. You're doing a great job, ladies. Breathing in and breathing out, bend your knees and squeeze it towards your chest. You can just hug your legs here for a moment, rolling a little bit to the left, to the right. If you want, you can also roll back and forward, only if you want. You can do something more challenging if you need more, if you need halasana, the plow pose, or candle pose. If you need an inversion, you can go ahead and do this if your body needs it. Or you can do any other posture that you feel like, okay, I need a bit more hip opener, or I need a bit more of twist or a gentle back bend. So if there is such a thing that it's telling you, do me, when you can do this, we allow the energy to move through the body. Sometimes there is a certain portion that we need to do, and then there is this feeling of relief. If you want, you can do it. Otherwise, we have a bit more of stretch. And the next one is very funny, happy baby. So we're gonna hold to the big toes, and then we're just gonna push the knees on the sides of the body. And from here, we can also roll a little bit to the left and to the right. And if you're adventurous, you can go a little bit deeper so that the left hand is going to touch the mat, and then, but without hurting yourself, without hitting, and then roll into the other side so that the right knee is touching the mat, and just playing around, pulling the legs and rolling a little bit from side to side, rolling around, and then we're gonna keep the feet together. Baddha Konasana, Supta Baddha Konasana. We're gonna hold the feet first. And just allow your lower back to be flat and the knees to fall down to the side. Breathing in and breathing out. And you can bring your feet on the mat. Knees are on the sides. You can bring the back side of the palms on the mat. Keep the eyes closed. If you want, you can extend the legs into Shavasana. Keeping the eyes closed, allowing the whole body to relax. Observing the breath as a spectator. Just breathing normally and observing how deep it is and how slow it is without trying to change it. Just resting here and observing the breath. Meditation on the breath. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and begin to bring the awareness back into your body. Stretching your arms and bending the knees and just waking up the body. Whenever you feel ready, you can rotate to your right side. Right arm is under the head as a pillow. Pushing with the left palm. Just lifting yourself into any comfortable for you sitting position with a straight spine and with closed eyes. Just rest your palms on your knees, or you can bring them in mudra if you like. Keep your eyes closed for a moment if you want. Gonna finish with 3 rounds of warm. Take a deep breath in, as much air as you can. Oh. Deep breath in. Deep breath in. If you like, bring your palms together in front of your chest. Take a deep breath in and deep breath out. Whenever you're ready, you can slowly and gently open your eyes. Namaste. I will stop the recording now.